wasn't nearly as big as I thought it was going to be. That's what she said. Hey, Sassy Scents here with another review. Today I'm bringing you Aventus Cologne. So, all right. Well, I've been wearing this for a cool minute. I just really jumped into that. I really went for it there. I split a shit ton of this out, truthfully, but I wanted to keep some for myself because actually this shit is pretty good. That's the end of the review. The Aventus Cologne. So, what does this offer? What can you expect from Aventus? Well, let me tell you about it. So, this is kind of probably the most designer-ass Aventus that we have had, just as a community. So what we're talking about here is, if you've ever tried Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme, or even the original Allure Homme Sport, you're gonna get you're gonna pull some parallels between this and that one. Now the difference here is that, this does that way better. It's way smoother, and it has. It's a very pleasant smell. It is very mass appealing, and you can pick up the Aventus DNA. It's definitely there. The interesting thing that this does, though, is I notice it has 3 phases in it, right? So when you first spray it, you get the Aventus DNA. It's there. It's bright. It's clear. And just in case we get into some shit where people are like, but I don't get it. Let me get you the batch number here. All right, so the batch number on this is 19N01. So Aventus Cologne 19N01 opens up like Aventus. It reminds me of a modern Aventus, like one of the 17s or the 18s, right? The thing about it is, late 17s or 18s. So the thing about it is that it pretty soon, maybe about 5 minutes in, and you can kind of pick it up right out the gate, but it starts to transition away from the Aventus DNA, and it gets really creamy, like a creamy vetiver with a little bit of a, really it's kind of citrusy. It really does kind of become Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. I can't not draw the parallels because it's a little too obvious to me. I know that smells really well, so I do totally get kind of the Aventus kind of goes away completely. It's bizarre, but yeah, this really falls into that kind of that designer category, right? So then what ends up happening is as it transitions and it loses the Aventus DNA and it gets into this more kind of fresh, creamy territory, it really lingers there for about 45 minutes or so, or an additional 40 minutes. Pretty much, and I had somebody else substantiate this, or I guess corroborated it unintentionally, but somebody else had mentioned that about 45 minutes in, that's when it starts to make another change. And that's exactly what I got. Almost exactly 45 minutes later, I started smelling Aventus again. It still had the creaminess there, but it was just different. It's like this was definitely something designerish with an Aventus twist on it. But it's not the Aventus twist like you would get from a, let's say from like a different, like a clone or something like that, right? This really is pretty unique, being that it's as generic as it smells, if that makes any sense. Like, yeah, it smells like Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme in the mid, but it also smells kind of like Aventus when it opens and Aventus when it dries down. It is, but it's honestly pretty. It's fascinating. Like, it's a good smell. Like, this is actually really, like, it's a good smelling, whatever it is, flanker, I guess, to Aventus. It took a little bit to grow on me. I know some people were like, wow, this is beautiful, bottle worthy, and they just wanted to own it right away. But I mean, generally speaking, it's I don't know. For me, it took a little bit. It took a second to really warm up to it. But as I was splitting it out, I started, as you can see, I split quite a bit of it. It did just start to kind of fall into, like, I don't know, I just kept smelling it a little bit. And then it got to the point where I was like, wow, yeah, this actually, like, I kind of started to miss it in a weird way. And I was kind of longing for it a little bit. So I decided to wear it out a couple of times. And, man, it really wears well. I mean, it does kind of go skin scent about 4 hours in, 3-4 hours in. The humidity, I'm sure, doesn't help. Maybe if you're in a drier climate, it's better. But in this humid ass Houston weather, really kind of, it's gone by about that. I mean, it's hard for me to say 4 hours. Probably 3.5 would be more realistic. But yeah, once that happens, it. I mean, it does linger, though. It stays as a skin scent for many hours afterward. I mean, 8 hours, I was still smelling it. 12 hours in, I could still get hints of it. But you really, like, the projection completely stops. Like, you don't even get little wafts or whiffs or anything by the 8-hour mark. But, yeah, the heavy projection is over with about 3.5 hours in, Like, somebody would have to be, like, really close to your scent bubble for you to really notice it after the 3.5 hour mark. So, but the reception so far has been pretty positive. Yeah, it's not gonna drop any panties or anything like that, but I think it's good. It's a good release, It's just, I guess you could say it's just a little uninspired. That's really the thing. I wouldn't. I can't say, hey, this beats out Aventus. It really doesn't. I don't think it can hold a candle to it. But is this way more unisex? Would I like to smell this on the opposite sex? Sure. Would I like to smell it on the same sex? Or would it give me the same effect or gratification that I get from smelling other guys who wear Aventus? Probably. Yeah, I mean, it's a satisfying, clean, fresh smell with, like, Aventus DNA in it. Clean isn't really the word. I mean, again, the weather makes it kind of difficult, but generally speaking, it is just pleasant. And I think the fact that it didn't do anything else, or it didn't really do anything super unique, like, it really just became a truly mass appealing version of Aventus, because Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme, I think that's a really great smell, and it has the same thing where it's like, if you smell it right up close, you're like, I don't really know, I don't know if that's great, but in the air, it's like, wow, it wafts beautifully. So this has the same effect. I think that's kind of my only gripe with it, really, is again, that it's it is just a little uninspired, you know? Or maybe it took a little too much designer inspiration. So, but would I recommend getting this? Absolutely. Would I pay retail for it? Fuck no. Go to Facebook or go online. Look at the fragrance groups. Fragrance Swap is a great one. The Aventus Lounge. I don't know. Maybe go there. You'll definitely find this. Probably to the best price, I would say. And there's a few other groups on there where you can get this for more in the $250 and below range. Question is, will they last at that price? Probably not. And then we also don't know if there's going to be batch variation. So if that happens, well, fuck. Then who knows what the hell is going to happen. There's already rumors of it, so we'll see if those pan out. I will definitely keep you posted on that. And then also, go check out a really awesome group. I'm an admin at the Aventus Lounge, but I'm also an admin of the frag tenders. Now, of course, you're going to think of chicken, right? Immediately. You don't think, you don't hear frag tenders and you go, oh yeah, it's like bartenders, but for fragrance. No, you hear fucking chicken, right? Because that's what I hear every fucking time. I even designed a fucking banner for it, thinking, oh yeah, I'll put this banner together and this will make me think of beer. And the whole time I was so tempted to Photoshop fucking chicken into the fucking banner. But, I'm just embracing it. It's corny as fuck, but it's a good fucking group run by amazing people. So please go check it out. I'll put a link down in the description, or if this is for some reason a vertical video, down in the description there. That would fucking suck, right? Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was of some use or some help. I know I didn't really get into notes. For Grantica, I'm sure it'll pop up somewhere in there. I also took some photos of it, so I'll kind of post those in there as well. But I think I'll recommend this. Check it out. Again, just don't pay retail for it. It's not worth retail, like fucking at all. Honestly, it's kind of hard to say that this is worth the $200+ price point. But I don't think it's going to fall into that category where it goes below, the $140, $160 mark that something like Original Vetiver or Original Santal or Original, Go Fuck Yourself or any of those other ones are at. The other creeds, right? But I really fucking wish it would, because 100 ml for whatever, $180 would be like, okay, it's better than fucking paying $180 for fucking Fragrance One by Jeremy Fragrance, fucking fuck. Anyway, so go ahead and check out Frag Tenders. Go eat some chicken. Have Aventus Cologne. Don't drink it. Otherwise, you'll get Aventus in your colon. Oh yeah, there's also a giveaway. Just leave a comment in thing
Otherwise you don't get my frags. Otherwise I'm not going to send you any. Alright? Don't fuck with me. Promise. Promise you'll do it. You get a 5 ml can. That's it. Bye. Fuck you.